going on, dudes and dudettes? So I waited an extra day after Thanksgiving to get the results of the Duke and Arkansas game, and luckily I was benefited by that with a victory, with Duke getting that on the road in Chicago, 80-71 against Arkansas. And Cam Boozer once again went off. He had 35 points, which matched his career high already. He had 9 rebounds, 13 of 18 from the field, and he's the first Duke freshman with 2+ 35-point games in a season. And his stats of like 175 plus points, 75 plus rebounds, 25 plus assists, 10 or fewer turnovers, and an undefeated record. He is the only Division I or NBA player in the last 30 seasons to have an 8-game span with that. I'm surprised Kobe didn't do it, but he did a lot more scoring than rebounding and assists, I guess. But he did that in only his first 8 games of the season as a freshman. So yeah, this guy's ready to go, and hopefully ends up staying healthy enough to lead them to the Final Four and an NCAA championship too in March. And then, yes, the USC Trojans, before they went to Hawaii, they got a big-time 3-overtime victory against Troy. It was just a crazy back-and-forth game. I believe Jordan Marsh got that game-winning 3-point shot in the third overtime. Chad Baker-Mazara led them with 34 points. Rodney Rice at 26. So, yeah, a lot of guys stepping up. And in that first game in Maui, they did defeat Boise State in a tough game, 70-67. Rodney Rice had 27 points. Baker-Mazara had 11. And the next game was against a lot tougher team, especially defensively, in Seton Hall. They got that victory 83-81. I believe Ezra Azar led them with 25 points. Chad Baker-Mazara had 18, and Rodney Rice had 13, but that was up until the half, and I think he hurt his shoulder. So sadly, he was out of the Maui championship game against Arizona State, the next Pac-12 team. But yeah, luckily, USC was still able to get that victory 88-75, and they are the Maui champs, which is pretty cool. It's the first time they've done that in a bit or ever. And also, Chad Baker-Mazara was the MVP, scored the most for them, and he's one of the first and only players to win back-to-back Maui championships. He won it last year with Auburn. Yeah, that was pretty cool stat line for him. And then, yes, sadly, the women's team last week did lose on the road barely to Notre Dame, 59-61. They had the game, but sadly didn't make enough plays in the end. But they were able to get another victory, 85-44. I forget what that team logo was, sadly, but I think it was Texas Tech, yeah. Or excuse me, Tennessee Tech. But London Jones led them with 20 points. Jazzy Davidson had 20 points and 16 rebounds. So yeah, they did pretty good right there. And then the Team USA did add Kiki Iriafen and Juju Watkins to their national team training camp. I don't know if Juju's going to be playing, but we'll see. And I know the women play again this afternoon, and they should get a victory, so I'll insert the victory here. And if it's a loss, I'll still insert it. I'll probably have to talk about it more in another video if it is that bad of a loss, but I'm sure they're going to get a victory. And yes, a big happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there. Happy Black Friday. I know there's a lot of deals out there. Be careful what you buy. Don't buy too much, I guess. But yeah, enjoy the rest of the week with your family and loved ones, and thank you.